Okay, so boys and girls, we just watched our Cram Jams video about inferring, making an inference. So when we infer, what is an inference? So when you make an inference, you combine what you already know with what you read or see in order to make an informed guess. So what I know plus what I read or what I know, and then you can infer something. So we do it all the time. And we do it without even really realizing that we're making an inference. So here's what we're going to do. What I have given you, I gave you the words because we like to have the words to our songs. I have given you a task card recording sheet. And I'm going to give you some scenarios, and you're going to make an inference based on the scenarios to see if you can infer. Who's ready to do some inferring? Everybody ready to infer? So let's see if we can infer. Oh, wouldn't you know? It is not working. So let's do it from here. So let's do some inferring. Oh, let's infer over here. Now, where's my inferring? Boys and girls, please don't talk. Or once again, accidentally taking it down. It's okay. Oh, that's not what I want. They're here. There we are. So let's start here. So what I'm going to have you do is you're going to look on your task cards. And they are your task card recording sheet. So who's got their task card recording sheet in front of them? Everybody has it in front of them. So you're going to take your task card recording sheet. Right here. So we'll read the scenario, and then you're going to write down what you think has happened. So number one, you can hear the mailbox close and your dog begins to bark. What can you infer just happened? Write down number one. Write it down. What do you think has just happened? What do you think just happened? You can hear the mailbox close and your dog begins to bark. What can you infer just happened? So write that for task card number one. What do you think just happened? Libby?
The mail came.
The mail came. Who agrees with Libby? Who guessed that? That's right, the mail came. Let's look at task card number two, or inference number two. When you wake up and look outside, everything is wet. The sky is very cloudy. What can you infer happened while you were sleeping? Write it down. What do you think happened? What do you think happened? When you wake up and look outside, everything is wet. The sky is very cloudy. What can you infer happened while you were sleeping? What do you think happened while you were sleeping if everything was wet? Okay, what do you think happened? Elisa? It was raining. Who agrees it was raining? Yes, it was raining out. Very good, boys and girls. So let's go to card number three. A family stands around the dinner table while a young boy blows out the candles on a cake. What can you infer about the boy? What can we say about the boy? What do we know about the boy? So a family stands around the dinner table while a young boy blows out the candles on the cake. What can you infer about the boy? What are you doing if you're blowing candles out on a cake? Pardon?
It's his birthday.
It's his birthday. Who wrote that down? It's his birthday. Very good. It's the boy's birthday. It's the boy's birthday. Inference task card number 4. Alexis gets home and wants to start her homework. She looks in all of her folders, but it's not there. She checks her mom's car, but it's nowhere to be found. What can you infer happened? What happened? What do you think happened? Yanni?
She forgot her homework at school.
Yes, she forgot her homework at school. She forgot her homework at school. Very good. Who else put down she forgot her homework at school? That's what happened to it. It was forgotten at school. Very good. Forgotten at school.
I didn't know.
Okay, so let's look at task card number 5. Dad makes a new recipe that he found online. No one in the family has tried it before. In a matter of minutes, everyone has gotten up for seconds and there isn't any food left over by the end of dinner. What can you infer? What can you infer? Write it down, boys and girls. What can we infer about? What inference can we make for task card number 5? Juliana?
They ate all the food.
I think we can infer something else. We already know that. It says there isn't any food left over by the end of dinner. They already said that. So we already know that. There's a different inferences we can make about that. There's something else we can infer. Peggy,
The family liked the dinner.
say what?
The family liked the
Yes, that the family liked the dinner. That's the inference we can make. That the family liked it. Because there isn't any left. If they didn't like it, would there be any left?
No.
If they did not like it, there'd probably be a lot left.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there'd be a lot left if they didn't like it. Okay, we need to change our answer. Because we already knew there wasn't any left. So we're inferring more, that they really liked them. So let's look at task card number 6. A woman's purse contains a bottle, a rattle, diapers, and wipes. What can you infer about the woman? What can we infer about her?
Read that again.
A woman's purse contains a bottle, a rattle, diapers, and wipes. What can you infer about her? What can we infer about her? Ethan?
She has a baby.
She has a baby. Anybody else write down she has a baby? Yes, she has a baby. That's what we can infer about her. Very good. She has a baby. Oh, number 7. After your teacher passes back last week's test, your friend puts her head on her desk and begins to cry. What can you infer? that situation. Kelsey,
Got a bad grade.
she got a bad grade. Probably didn't pass the test. They got a bad grade on the test. Okay, inference test card number 8. We bought funnel cake and corn dogs before standing in line for the Ferris wheel. What can you infer? What can you infer? Anastasia?
The line was long.
I don't know if we can infer that. That isn't what I was thinking. Ivy?
That they were hungry.
That they were hungry, yes.
I was gonna say that.
Sorry?
That they were gonna eat dinner.
They were gonna eat dinner, yes.
That there was a long line.
That there was a long line. I guess that it could be that there was a long line. I guess we could infer that, yes.
That they were at the fair.
That's what I was inferring, that they were at the
That's
fair.
what I said.
That was my inferences, they were at the fair. I think I was inferring that they were at the fair. That was my inference, they were at the fair.
They're at the fair. You could tell that they're already at the fair.
We were inferring they were at the fair.
I think everybody knew they were at the fair.
Okay, let's go to the next one. I don't think we were really inferring anything about the line status. I think we were just inferring they were at the fair. Okay, next one. You were late to school because you had a dentist appointment. When you got to the classroom, no one is there. You look at the clock and it's noon. Where can you infer everyone is? This one might be tougher because of how we do things here, but I think maybe you might be able to infer this based on maybe what you read about other people's schools.
Oh, I know this.
And noon. Where do you think people are? Where do you think people are? Jensen?
Cafeteria.
At the cafeteria having lunch. That's where people are. I think they're probably, boys and girls, they're probably, a lot of schools don't eat lunch in their classroom. And noon is kind of a typical eating time.
I read that recess.
Because you have recess then? They're kind of assuming, they want you to kind of think that they're having lunch in the cafeteria. Okay. Inference task card number 10. Sydney helps her mom pack their things into the car. Sydney is sure to include her glove, hat, and uniform, and hat. Her mom packs 2 folding chairs and water bottles. What can you infer? Remember, Sydney is a girl. Sydney's a girl. So what they would be wrong. So what is Sydney going to do? Avery?
They're gonna go to the beach.
Sydney has got a glove, hat, and uniform.
Oh, they're going to like a baseball game.
Sydney's a girl.
Or a softball game.
Softball game. Okay, softball game. Sydney's playing softball. She's got her softball. Playing softball.
No, baseball. No, softball.
Softball.
Softball. Girls don't play baseball.
The girls play the softball.
You use a bat in softball. Yeah.
You use a bat.
I think you're not know that. And you use a glove. Because the balls are harder in the kitchen.
Why do you need a glove and a volleyball?
I was thinking of volleyball.
Yes, volleyball is different.
You do
Okay,
that.
card 11, inference card number 11. While hiking, Raymond spots animal tracks that look like they could belong to a dog. He sees lots of cactuses and hears a rattlesnake rattling in the distance. What can you infer about Raymond's hike? What can we infer about Raymond's hike? Jensen, did you write something down about Raymond's hike? Logan, where's Raymond?
In the desert.
In the desert. Who else wrote that Raymond's in the desert? That's what we can infer about Raymond. Raymond's hiking in the desert, boys and girls. Because that would be where you would see cactuses and you would hear rattlesnakes. Cacti. That's where you would find Raymond, in the desert with the cacti. Well, see, they have it as cactuses. So the cacti, and you would see, you might hear a rattlesnake. But is it a dog that he sees, Prince? What do you think it is? Teddy?
It's probably a coyote.
Probably a coyote, because they would have similar progress. Next one, number 12. Your brother comes home from surfing with his friends. His face is bright red and he keeps complaining about being itchy. What could you infer? Write it down. What could we infer?
Oh. I have this when I came out. Oh, my dry was all itchy and dry.
It already says he's itchy. That isn't an inference. If it tells you, you have to infer something from that.
No. I don't know. No. What? I don't know. You're surfing on something. Not something. Surfing. Beach. I've never heard.
What is it? Ivy?
He is sunburned.
He is sunburned. That's what we can infer. That he is sunburned.
Sunburn makes you itchy.
How,
Yeah, he's
how do
really
you have
good.
sunburn if you're surfing? Because it's hot outside.
It starts shining on your skin.
Yes, that's how you get sunburned. Okay, boys and girls. That is all we're going, well, we have 4 more. I think we can do them pretty quickly. Grandma made a turkey, your aunt made stuffing, and your mom made cream corn. Everyone sits down at a big table for a meal as a family. What can you infer? It's Thanksgiving. Here you go. After buying popcorn and a soda, Emily and her mom walked into a dark room and sat down in big comfy chairs. What can you infer? Okay, where do you think they are? Rocco? Where do you buy popcorn and a soda and go into a dark room and sit down in big comfy chairs? You know? Thomas? Where are they? They're at the movies. They're at the movies.
I said they're at the movie theater.
Okay, 3 friends run through the sprinklers, eat popsicles at 1 p.m. on a Tuesday. What can you infer about the time of the year? What time of year is it? What time of year is it? Thomas, are you going to write something down? Are you picking up your pencil? Excuse me. Okay, Thomas, what time of year is it?
Probably summer.
It is summer.
Summer.
It is summer.
It's summertime.
Last one. Benjamin walks into the classroom and sees his best friend Connor is dressed like a superhero. His teacher looks like a vampire and the girl that sits in front of him is wearing a hat that is so pointy. Ben can hardly see the board. What can you infer?
It's a witch.
Juliana?
It's Halloween.
It's Halloween.
Where is
Halloween. Very good. Boys and girls, put these in your folder.